On this edition of the Koffers, behold the eighth wonder of the world. All right, guys, we are sallying forth, getting deeper into the pile. For this episode, we are doing Kong with the B.E.A.S.T glove. What the acronym means, don't know yet. I guess we're gonna have to wait for the movie to find that out. So, of all the figures that I have picked up today and that you have seen the reviews of, this one is by far the best. That without even taking it out, this is the best of the Playmates figures so far. As you can see, it's just a badass sculpt. There's really no other way to go about it. So we're gonna do the usual run around. I'm gonna show you the back and sides, as always. And now that you've seen the package, you know what time it is. It's time to unbox. And here he is, the 6-inch Kong with the B.E.A.S.T glove. Now, upon closer inspection, this is a slightly retooled Kong mold from the last movie. Obviously, the face is a new sculpt, or at least a retooled sculpt. You can see they added the new battle scars that Kong is adorning on his chest. There does seem to be a little more tooling on the back to give a more hairy look. I don't recall the original Playmates Godzilla vs. Kong figure being this hairy. And then let's take a look at the B.E.A.S.T glove, or as I call it, the power glove. Kind of looks like the loader from Aliens. As you can see, this is all brand new. This is new tooling. So it does not come off of the arm. It is part of the figure. It's actually fairly detailed for a Playmates figure. I got to give them credit. And as you can see, whatever these numbers are, or whatever they'll mean in the movie, they are both they are reversed. So it doesn't matter which way you look at it. And then HT42, whatever that means. So this pretty much looks like a brace the Kong wears. I'm assuming he's going to get messed up pretty bad in the movie during a fight, and Monarch has to equip him with whatever this is going to be. Now let's talk the actual stats of the figure. This is a solid figure. He is heavy. Out of all of the Monsterverse figures I have opened today, he is legit solid. Like, that is a solid body. He's got some heft to him. I remember the original Godzilla vs. Kong being a little more heftier, so I'm assuming if it's the same mold, just retooled, that it retained that heft. But like, it feels like you could throw this guy at a wall and nothing. Like, he is well built. He is stocky. And he actually stands pretty well. So let's talk about the joints. Articulation-wise, he has a ball and socket joint with a hinge that allows to move up and down, just like the last Kong. The elbow does move left to right and up and down on a hinge as well. And I honestly do not understand why the rest of the figures can't have this kind of articulation. But that's Playmates for you. So the hand does turn. It is a little stiff. It's right out of the box. So I'm not going to sit there and break it. The other side does the exact same. Has the same ball and joint, as you can see. Up and down. And see, as I'm moving around, I'm kind of losing his footing. And this moves pretty much the same. Actually, yes, so there you go. You do have the same articulation, which kind of doesn't make sense considering that this is like a cast on his arm, but there you go. The hips move completely left to right, as you can see. There is a knee joint. And pretty much this is how you balance. So the feet are solid. They're pretty much molded on. So there's no joint at the foot. So you basically balance the weight of the figure on the joints. I'm kind of messing up my whole back here. So he is a little top heavy. So you do have to figure out a good balancing method, as I am struggling to do so right here. But you can get him in some pretty good poses. Again, for a $10 figure, this is actually pretty awesome. And of course, the head. You get a good swivel back and forth. A little up and down, but I think that's just because it's loose. Jaw does not move. And that's about it on that. So, and he does not bend at the waist. This looks like where the figure is molded together. So this does tell me that this most likely was the original molding on the old figure, and then this has all been retooled up here from the previous figure. So kind of keeps costs down for Playmates. I mean, Kong doesn't really have too much of an upgrade in look in the new movie. So I bet that helped a lot, other than the brand new arm. I will say that I do love the detailing on the face. It's pretty spectacular. The hair is actually very well etched in there. Again, for a $10 figure, this is damn good. I'm not gonna lie. I am thoroughly impressed with this guy. Especially just as a toy collector. Like, as a kid, I would have gone, no pun intended, bananas over this thing. Now let's talk accessories. According to the box, this is the Biomimic Heave. So I'm assuming some upgrade of the transport ship that they used in Godzilla vs. Kong. They had like the anti-gravity engine that allowed them to move through Hollow Earth. So as you can see, this is one single molded piece. The thing I will give to this over the original Heave, which I did keep out of the old set. I like to keep all the mechs and transport ships and stuff from the Godzilla movies, even if I did sell off the other figures. I kind of dig them. I love good mechanical design. This is actually pretty cool. The paint job is a million times better than the previous one. The last one was just a standard gray. It almost looked like they didn't even bother to give it a paint. It looks like the old one had like a primer. This has got like a sheen to it, like it's got a metallic sheen. So there's definitely a paint job on it. For customizers, you could probably do some wonders with this guy. All right, well, that wraps up this review. Like I said, of all of the Playmates figures I have purchased today, this one is my absolute favorite one. For the price point, which is about $10, it's a solid figure. Sculpt's great. It stands up on its own, and I love a good Kong figure. And even the cheap little accessory, it's pretty good detailing and a little bit more quality than the previous series had. And remember, if you liked what you see here, we do have a show. It's called the Kaiju Kingdom Podcast. You can find us at thekaijukingdompodcast.com, where you can listen to all of our shows and download them. Or you can stream us wherever you find your favorite podcast. That includes Apple, Google, and Spotify. And if you like this video, feel free to hit like and subscribe. And or don't. It's a free country. You can do whatever the heck you want. So that'll do it for this edition. We'll see you on the next round of the Koffers, guys. Later.